right. Oh, that's right. I need to get coffee. All right. Tanner, how dare you say that? That she's gross. One across what? Why can I? Oh, fuck. Okay, I think I got a couple parts after this. Hmm. Not used to these European-looking cars where like the engine. Well, actually, I should be used to. Yeah. Okay, I'm on the last part.
Sash. I feel like it's really gonna piss Tanner off if I hit on assist.
Yeah, you should do that.
I plan on.
Damn it.
Please.
Okay.
Make it so, I mean, more than one person can hit on her. I'm all for just making Tanner the most uncomfortable. He had the gall to get amnesia yesterday and say dad jokes at the same time.
Oh, I know. I had to deal with his amnesia.
15 combos and that was from last time.
Well, I asked him, I was talking to him,
I
and he
moved
was
it very late.
okay. Amnesia, and I was like, Tanner, I do not have the patience. And he said, of course you don't. I'm not a doctor. And I tagged out. I was like, well, he can have amnesia or dad jokes. He cannot have both.
I feel like the dad jokes are a bonus. What do you mean?
No. No.
No.
Does Ryan need to do his job?
Do my job. Oh, like part. I thought you were talking about dad jokes. I was really confused there for a second. Yeah, I talk a lot about that.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah, you know, just so good at my job. So are we still doing the Marcus Morris thing?
Yep, he accepted on Joe's stuff.
Oh, okay. Who's buying AVs?
He said he's been Skyrim in like texting to you. Mycroft.
Still?
Yeah, he's been texting this whole time.
Why?
Because he made a huge mistake and now he's gonna have to pay for it.
Relationship mistake?
Both resigning from PD and leaving Erin. Yeah, Erin won't tell him where she is. Or talk to him, and he's just said she's she's not on duty, she's drinking and is somewhere else.
In that case, then it's fine. She's not there.
Hey, Jelly. Sorry, I just noticed that I literally have to have like a screen open for repair stuff, so I had to move my thing up.
You want to help solo or December, mate?
I'll help if no one else.
No, it's not your repair. Well,
It's your
Oh.
repair.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hello, Bundy.
Did you want showroom or?
yeah, why not?
It's just one across C.
Okay, I'll grab it off you and we'll take a look.
State ID.
Yeah, okay. 43 9480.
Is that C what?
Yeah, it's C. Is this the BF?
Bifta.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Jesus Christ, when you're ready, Will.
Crap. Fuck. Is Marcus is still paying for this, right? Okay. I'll get that once I get this first part run through. That's good. 1 second.
That's what I get for leaving this outside the courthouse.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. People there aren't very considerate.
Plus, then you got the locals that decide to drive like a bat out of hell.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I gotta go pick up a puppy dog. Yeah, and we'll roll around with Teddy.
Hell yeah, give him some look for me.
Will do. Y'all take care of him.
See ya.
Hello. Yeah.
Sorry, we're just wrapping this up. I do apologize. Okay, you good to go?
Thank you.
Yep, you have a nice day. New job's okay. Uh,
I'm gonna be right back.
Alright.
what have you been up to? Oh, Jelly, we're gonna be doing a month challenge in January. We're gonna be doing some Minecraft again. All right, we have not been doing Minecraft for a while.
December, I think this one's due.
Alright. I got it.
I don't think it actually needs repairs. I just wanted to kind of. You can check that. I mean, if it does, then damn.
What did you say as you drove off, Tanner?
They're like 98 and 99, Tanner.
Alright. What's up? Oh, I said she's not lovely. She's gross. December. This is my sister Sasha. Sasha, this is my good friend December.
Oh, Sasha. It's nice to meet you.
I don't.
What did you say? Oh, thank you. They just get tired of remembering something to me. I appreciate it.
I was just checking.
Yeah, we already have the pack picked out. If we do beat it, then we'll start another one. But it's going to be every day from January 1st to the 31st.
Bye.
Divine Journey 2. I've seen people. I've seen people play that. But we're gonna be playing. What's the pack? I can pull this up. We're gonna be playing a pack called EMC to the Sky. We're also going to be returning briefly for the month with the webcam and green screen, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, it's going to be for the month of January. So stay tuned. I'm going to be tweeting it out every so often so that people don't forget.
James,
Oh, wait, this
do you like millions?
what, little candy?
Yeah, the little fruit things.
Yeah, they're alright.
What flavour do you particularly go for?
Usually there's an orange flavor.
Okay. I go for cherry, bubblegum, or banana. Mainly
Banana sounds
bubblegum.
good.
Banana ones are really nice.
Ryan not here, so we'll too.
Hello.
I think my car needs a fixing. Happy fix.
Looks like it's just one across. Do. What's your state ID?
4108.
Is this the target, easy target? The Sultan?
No, this is Bangladesh.
The drafter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is someone wanna? Is someone able to help me with this one? Ah, fuck. Would someone like to help me with this one?
Of course not.
I mean, it was a different time when you tried to do it anyway. I can help. Oh yeah, for sure. No, no, no. That's totally
Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm sorry. Oh crap. I'm sorry. Fuck. Damn it. One across B. Fuck. Fuck.
Back and forth.
seems like they won.
Could say that.
Okay.
He definitely have no shoes either. But you know.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
No shoes.
You've been stuck for that long?
Sam,
What?
I'm thank.
let me feed off.
Don't like my grippers?
No.
Don't like my dogs? Can I pet that dog?
It doesn't seem like you've been sub for that long, but I do appreciate the support. Okay, let me know when I'm good for body. Yeah, the 34-month streak. Yeah, that's almost like 3 years, dude. You've been subbed for 3 years with the tier 1 sub. I do appreciate it. I know I don't always play the same games.
Millions. They're like little chewy fuzzy balls of candy.
I was gonna say, like, what you're taking your money and you're cooking it.
She might as well. She's fucking rich.
Are they actually hiring? Because I feel like I know a guy that's been trying to get hired for weeks and he's having
Which ones are the glass? You got the pink ones or the blue ones?
If you theoretically, if you know a guy, then maybe he'll reach out to you soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
I don't think they charged me.
wait.
Mayo campaign after small got charged. She's paying for repairs.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Mhm.
No problem.
Sorry, sorry, I should have mentioned that.
There was a little batch of recruits that we hadn't reached out to.
Oh, I see. Okay, well that's good.
I do have a Crim character that I just started playing, but we're gonna probably play her towards the weekend. I gotta get repairs on this guy, and so I don't have to work him during the weekend.
Might just pop it there this week and then just change it completely. Get it from repairs. So yeah.
I should bring people. Is anything like a shoey, by the way? I got a couple of.
A what?
What's a shoey?
A shoey, it's alcohol inside of a shoe.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, no thanks.
It's an Australian thing.
No thanks.
Slider on your shoe.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no! I'm still with EMS. Dude, I literally pulled so many hours this month. I'm gonna get told probably that I've worked too much this month. Um, I'm working in autos so that I don't work. I don't work over in EMS tonight. No, we're EMS.
Sorry, it's 39 minutes later. I'm literally working for you guys 40 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Like at my worst, I did 267 hours. I've been trying to keep it anywhere between 140 and 160, which I feel like this month I'm going to be over that because I'm pretty sure I worked a lot of hours. There was a few days that I worked even 10 plus hours. So I'm trying like, and I gotta do a what's it called? I gotta do a training tomorrow. For he's going for a mountain certification. So he's gonna be around tomorrow. So I can't have him be on duty 2 nights. Yeah. That was back when I didn't work. There was like a huge stretch of like 2021 that I didn't work because I was fired. Okay, I need to get passive mode on. Like, Oh, Jelly. I'm doing a YouTube series right now on Minecraft regrowth. Right now, my latest video, let me double check. Sorry, I was laughing at Twatter. Latest video is sitting at about 71 views since I've posted it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like we had like a WoW series, which I'm not sure if I want to continue. We had a Mystical Block 2 series that I liked, but the what's it called? Uh the server that I was playing it on kind of conked out. So we are going to probably do a more modern pack for next series. Because while I feel like we were getting good traction, I don't feel like people are into like 1.7.10 packs right now.
Oh, so I guess it's me. Oh, what's Marcus's state ID?
18802.
180.
Hello, is Gonde. I'm not rolling out working EMS tonight before the storm rolls through, but I want to get more practice. I feel like while I'm still getting better, I'm just not getting faster.
Solomon Walker might have brought it in before. He played it before.
See what work? Yeah. For me, it's like this is just something I want to do. Like I really eventually want to get this guy in the PD, but
Do you need help December? Or are you good?
If you want to help, it's just too far.
You get the pots ready then?
but yeah, I do the YouTube stuff when like I'm not streaming. I meant to record today, but I'm doing a whole bunch of prep stuff for the next episode. Uh, so yeah, like I'm doing this because like I was getting to the point where like Minecraft was burning me out, and I just was like, I don't want to stop playing it. And it got easier and easier for me to get in here. So, like, if I don't go and do a little bit of EMS work before the server resets, I'm most likely going to be swapping to my crim and getting some hours over at Bogey Shot. I don't even know how long I've been on duty for. Okay, so what I'm about to show you, this is where I'm at sitting currently. That's how much money I'm sitting on right now. Oh no.
You put yourself in the L corner. I just capitalized on it. Can't be mad at me when you did it.
So that's it. That's why you were in the L corner. um So this is after like a house, like 4 or 5 cars, a submarine, a boat, um, a hotel up in Polito.
Alright, I gotta go cut up a dead person. I'll be back.
Oh, have fun.
I don't know why I went in there. Alright, bye.
Okay.
So at one point I had like if I would not have spent any money up until this point, I probably would have had well over 2, maybe 3 mil. And I probably could have afforded a house up in Vinewood. Fucking crocodile Steve. Um, So if you have a recommendation on what would be my next series on the YouTube, um, feel free to like send me a message on the Discord. Yeah, I'm not gonna be EMSing tonight. There's way too many people on duty. Oh man. Whew.
You know what I kind of want to do? I told you, yeah.
You want to go back to the house and do it?
Can do.
I'm down if you are.
You mind take? Oh, Sapphire's over here. I'm down. Sorry. Sorry for judging you with the bye. Yeah, Shoulders,
Okay.
senior.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure. I don't know most people, so I know Will and I are not.
Yeah, Shoulders is senior. You guys
Okay,
can
okay.
stay with Shola.
Awesome. Guess you're babysitting.
I, I mean, I'm gonna be probably heading over and working some over at the EMS.
No worries. I'll hang out until you shut down.
Well, we knew this was gonna happen. Just wasn't gonna happen right away. For my project. Oh shit. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, it looks like we're working EMS tonight. Fuck. I mean, we could go do crim. I don't really want to go like one storefront job to another storefront job. We can go home and do something else. I don't know. Jelly, do you, I mean, I'm thinking we go do some EMS. We probably won't get that many calls. We'll probably just hang out, do shit. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I don't. As soon as I got him to the hospital, the one kind of lost pulse, but briefly. And I don't know what happened after I left the hospital because the doctor was basically working on them. But it had all the earmarks of a kind of feel, especially the star on the back.
Hey guys. This is my sister Sasha. She kind of sucks.
Why would you introduce her like that?
What?
What the heck?
He's
Well,
very mean to me.
okay.
That'd be like me being like, that's Veronica, she's my sister, she's the fucking worst.
Well, I haven't. She hasn't reached out in 5 years since Dad cut me off and made me move here.
Dad
And now
wouldn't
that she's
let
out of,
me.
now that Dad is out of money, she's here, looking for a rich doctor, and she found Ryan, I guess.
What's Ryan
I'm
rich?
looking for a new start. That's all.
Okay.
So this is Kiki. This
Hi.
is Lennon.
Hi.
That's Veronica. That's
Oh.
Logan. And you know Ralph.
Hi.
Is this your did you just fly in?
Yeah, I just got here like I don't know, hour and a half ago. I'm very
Oh.
excited.
Your name is Sasha, right?
Sasha, yes.
Nice to meet you. So your whole goal is to find a rich doctor?
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. You know what? F it. Let's go. Let's go clock in. Oh, actually move this down here now. I don't have to worry about that screen. Wait, fuck. I need to change. Fuck.
One thing led to another, and there was war, and yeah, it's been a few months. At the time, it was quite traumatizing, but yeah, I mean, it's been a few months. We've had time to kind of heal. At least start to heal. So.
it's a long process.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys like survived the war.
Yeah. Same. Too. There were some people who did.
Kyle, is there like anything else I need to know about the city besides like the big criminal activity and like the past wars?
I mean, yes. I'm just trying to think of what's relevant. Yeah. I was trying to find suggest jobs to her that would, pique her interests. So I was telling her about the interior design companies. Well, what's the name of the company that Bunny and Nancy have? Is it Olympus? Or is that the wedding venue?
The wedding venue is Orpheus, I believe.
Yeah, that's it. And
The
Olympus
decorate
is
is the Olymp. Yeah, so Orpheus is like the megaphones, the microphones, the wedding venues.
What?
Batteries at 9%. What? Oh yeah.
I can't believe somebody gave Crocodile Steve a fucking microphone.
Yeah.
What named Crocodile Steve here? I can't
He's from Ohio.
We kind of hate it too.
I thought he was from like Australia.
No,
Or
he's
like
from
at least
Ohio.
Florida.
Yeah, oddly enough though, he does,
Do they even have crocodiles?
No.
no.
I'll never forget the time. I think it was a couple days period where like James and Osvaldo and all of them were standing outside MRPB going, "We want Ohio! We want Ohio!" over and over again.
Oh, they wanted him.
Yeah, but they just kept saying they just said it like that, not we want Ohio, just we want Ohio. It's like why are you like this?
Yeah, he called
Oh,
me one day.
hi Tanner.
He wants to discuss how laws work in the city, and I'm like, bro, that is so above my pay grade. What you mean?
And that's so vague. What does that even mean?
I
What did he
know.
ask you? And it's not a conversation I want to have with him because I dislike the man. Every time he would say, I need a megaphone, I would just tell him he is the megaphone. I haven't even trespassed from Harmony because he stepped up to me because he's an ass to tell me that he could do whatever the fuck he wanted in my shop. And I was like, no, actually, you can't. Why are you just presenting her like she's some kind of sideshow presentation? Who wants to meet
Step
my
right up.
sister?
Step right up and meet my sister. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, you just...
You make it sound like I'm some sort of sideshow attraction.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just trying to help you meet people.
I'd like to meet my sister. Hello. Hello.
Joe?
I arrived at a Lucky Plucker and was met with, "What happened to your leg?" And
Of course.
"You must be having a really bad day."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's actually kind of
It's kind of funny, but also kind of fucked up, but also kind of funny.
Also, Will, we need to talk.
Okay.
You
You,
could ride with Will and make him do all the work for you.
No, we're doing this in the captain's office.
Ooh.
Ugh, fuck. Fuck, I'm going through the bay doors. Fuck this. Fuck this shit. Hate this. Hate it. Be right here. All right. So, let me pull up the list, the notes here.
what did I do now?
All right, so there's some instances that happened over the last week that have brought some form of concern. So I'm gonna basically give the rundown. Two scenes. One of them was there was a patient. I believe they were going. All right. Let me read this. So, medic asked Charlotte, who wasn't on duty as a cop and wasn't operating in the EMS capacity, to call Dr. Bones for him to let him know the situation was going on in the hospital instead of going on Channel 6. And then, when asked about what he gave to the patient, they said that they lied. I'm gonna get your side of the story here in a little bit, and then sat talking with them instead of taking the patient into the hospital. I don't know what's going on with that one right there. And then there was a scene also happened on the 3rd. Someone lost an arm, and you had to be reminded to take the arm with them to the hospital. So before we go into that, that first instance, can you give me your side to that real quick, so I can
Like,
grasp what's going on?
I don't even know like the full grasp of the situation because like I literally brought them into the hospital. I put them on the bed. I'm trying to get a hold of doctors. There's no doctors in the list. I'm trying to get a hold of anybody that's a doctor because there was the individual was stabbed yet again with metamorphine, and I'm like I'm grasping at straws to try to figure out where there was actually a doctor available in the city because they were requesting a doctor for that situation. And that's why I contacted Charlotte because Charlotte knows Dr. Bones, and I was trying to get his number so that I could get the doctor in to treat the patient, and then ended up having to take him up to ICU because there was no doctors around.
All right, so this was in reference to the case with Basil with since he had hemophilia.
Oh, um,
I'm looking at a different thing where they have more information. Hold on. So there's 3 incidents. The second one was the one referred to you having to call, telling Charlotte, well, asking Charlotte to call Dr. Bones. Was Dr. Bones on duty or what was going on?
Dr. Bones was not on duty. Dr. Bones was not in the city. Dr. Bones was the only person I could think of that was actually a doctor, actually remotely, that might have been in the city. There was no doctors available. I was I was faced with either get a doctor or put him in ICU.
Okay. Did you
I ended up,
radio channel 6?
yes, there was no doctors available, and Dr. Kate was saying that they needed a doctor for surgery, and this was the second time. And the only reason why I was trying to reach out to Dr. Bones is because he was the one that treated him the first time. And I even went as far as to look in the ICU form because that's is where they had the listings of the doctors' names at one point, and they were taken out of there. So I was literally faced with them saying, "Okay, we need him to see a doctor," but there was no doctors. And so I reached out to the only person I know that could get a hold of a doctor. And after like actually contacting the doctors that were actually in my listing on my phone book. So she was the last person I contacted before basically saying, okay, well, if there's no doctors available, I'm going to have to put them in the ICU. The situation with Basil was a cluster shit show from the get-go. I get there, I'm starting to treat Basil. They remind me that he's hemophiliac, so I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get him in get in the vehicle and get him over to the hospital. And then they're like, well, why aren't you treating him? So I get him and start treating him. And then they're like, well, then go ahead and put him in the. And it's like, I'm having them basically every time I was like, okay, well, this is what I need to do. They're like, okay, well, you need to do this. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, the first thought that came to my mind was, if you're gonna like provide medical, then be a medical person, or at least like have Kiki like do the medical because like I tried doing the medical, he was bleeding out, so I was like, okay, well I'll get him an IV, get him to the hospital, and then that's when Charlotte was like, well, why aren't you treating him? And I was in a situation where it was like I was damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't.
Alright, can you run that
Okay, so I showed up to the scene because it was like it was over Mirror Park. I went as far in as I could. Kiki told me to basically go back out. She'll bring him out. So I go out. I'm waiting. They bring him out. I start treating. Um, I can't remember if it was Charlotte or Kiki said that he was a hemophiliac. So at that point, I knew he was just going to keep bleeding out. So I proceeded to get him into the Explorer. And then that's when they said, well, why aren't you treating him? And so like I dropped him back down and I started treating him. And then that's when they said, well, go ahead, just put him in the Explorer. And then I took him to the hospital. I feel like if I would have just stayed there and treated him and got him into Explorer without hearing like 4 different voices in my head saying like, why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Then I would have gotten him into the Explorer. I would have gotten him over to the hospital. Everything would have been fine. I meant the last one was my mistake, and I think I own up to that mistake. I thought I had the arm in a bag, and I must not have. But I can tell you for a fact that the situation with Basil was a situation of I was exhausting all my options to find a doctor to get him treated because they were requesting a doctor for him. The situation, the situation with the cop that was injected twice with metamorphine and having to contact Dr. Bones because I had no other doctors in the city awake that I could get in contact with. And the only means for me to actually get someone actually knew someone that was actually a doctor was Charlotte. And I remember texting her saying, do you have like something to the extent of, do you have their phone number? And I get a text back saying, which one?
So did you? You said you thought you had the arm.
I thought I had I clearly remember saying something about putting the arm in the bag, but I may have not picked it up initially. So that situation, I own up to my mistake. But the other two, like the thing with Basil was like having people on a scene basically like every time I did something, I was I was wrong. I had to do something completely different. And every time I try to correct myself, they're like, no, just put him in the vehicle.
So basically, what you're saying, you felt. Did you feel battered?
I
Were you getting overwhelmed on this
I
scene?
was getting overwhelmed on a scene. I was trying to treat the patient. I saw the patient was not responding well to the treatment. I was gonna get them to the hospital. That was my first thing. And I felt like I don't remember if Kiki said anything, but I sure remember Charlotte was saying stuff every time I did something, she would be like, "Oh no, you're supposed to be doing this. Why aren't you doing this?" And it just felt like I felt I was I almost wanted to tell her, like, if I'm not doing the treatment the way you want me to do it, then you do the treatment. Because, like, I should not have people, and honestly, like, I would have not had any issue if Kiki was one of saying it, but I should not have people that are not, like, in the emergency medical field telling me, like, to do something, and then when I correct myself, they say, well, why aren't you doing this? And I honestly, I feel like I was badgered by her on scene.
So, and then in situations like that, as a medic, so I'm gonna basically go through. So when you're getting badgered on scene, it is your duty as a medic to basically decide who you have on your scene and who you don't. So if you feel that somebody who's not a medic is getting in your way, badgering you, you just tell them, "Hey, can you respectfully, can you leave the scene right now and let me treat my patient?" Like at the end of the day, you decide what's best for your patient. Now he is a hemophiliac, so you gotta handle him with care because no matter what, he's gonna keep on bleeding. His blood
Yeah.
can't clot. So in those situations, do your best for the patient. Give him the IV, pack up the wound as best they can because you're gonna be changing bandages a lot until you get him to the hospital. When it comes to situations at the hospital, when you are placing yourself in this situation where it's either they get a doctor or they go to ICU. When there's no doctors around, I don't even bother calling doctors on the phone. I don't consider that an option. If they don't answer radio channel 6 and the sign on the front of the desk says Kate is on duty, then that's just what it's going to be. You got to do that. You got to do that ICU paperwork. And so in that situation, with my experience, I would say that you should have gone the ICU route until you can get a doctor in. Going around trying to call doctors and trying to call people to call doctors for you is in my experience, that doesn't really net you positive results. In this case, what you should have done was just gone through the ICU procedure instead. And then let's see with the arm thing. Like, yeah, I know you thought you had it. You gotta make doubly sure that you have everything before you leave the scenes. So when there are amputations, avulsions, or anything where it involves losing limbs, you gotta be on top of it. You gotta make sure that you have it. Double check before you leave that you have everything in your bag. You have the baggie with the limb. You have all your medical equipment, everything. You don't want to leave anything behind. Because, since we left that guy behind, I'm guessing guy right now has no arm. So you got to be on top of that because you can't make mistakes like that.
He actually got to the hospital. They were gonna put the arm on, but they put the arm on the wrong side.
I'm lost.
Dr. Kate did the surgery and put the arm on the wrong arm, like the on the wrong side. So it was a left arm put on the right side, and basically he had no left arm.
So he had no right arm
He
first, and he lost his left arm, and then they put it on his right side.
Yeah.
So what does it have to do with the you forgetting the limb?
Has nothing to do with it.
Okay. Anyways, so there's that there. In those situations, also I have heard some concerning things that's been going on with you. Reports from other members of command. Um, there have been reports of you being injuring yourself while also under the influence of alcohol. I think the most recent one was you were found at your home by your grill. You were bleeding profusely and you smelled of liquor. And I just want to know, are you all right? What's going on there, bud?
I'm not drinking. I explained it to the people when when I explained it to David. I was making a sauce for like the barbecue, like the steak, and it required alcohol, like most notably whiskey. I took a bottle, I opened it up, I was gonna pour it in. Like even cooking it would have cooked off all the alcohol, but I accidentally spilled it on my shirt. I did not drink any of it, and I have not drunk since like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Like I don't know how else to explain myself to people, and then people have the assumption that like I'm drinking. Like I literally explained it crystal clear. Like I was not going to be drinking it. I was using it as a means to make a barbecue sauce.
I understand that, but it's basically the optics of that. Did you take a blood alcohol test? Did anybody do anything to
No,
prove or not that you were intoxicated or not?
no one did anything.
Yeah. At the time, I believe what they said was you were already unconscious, so that's just basically, you know, as a medic, they profession with their, expertise, professionalism, their experience as a medic, they determined that you were most definitely under the influence of alcohol when you had your accident. Whether or not that is what happened is not really doesn't really matter at the time because I can't really prove that you're lying to me or that you're telling the truth. So I'm just gonna have to take your word for it. But there's like yet the additional matter due to the mistakes and overall concern that the P&T department has right now. For the meantime, we're going to be suspending your FTO certification for the time being. It does not mean that you lost it entirely, just for right now, and until we see some improvement, we will suspend your FTO certification. I advise that you keep in contact with P&T leads and FTOs. Have them give it a few weeks. No incidents. I don't know how long the PNT leads want your suspension to last. I'll basically get in contact with them and then I'll let you know. But just keep your head up straight, grit your teeth, go through a few months, well not a few months, a few weeks without incident, and then ask the PNT leads if you can start taking out trainees again, and then we can like have FTIs monitor you and then eventually reinstate your cert.
Okay.
I know. I hate to you worked so long to get your FTO cert, and it's not a great feeling taking it away from you. But for the meantime, we want to make sure that you are 100% when it comes to trainees. And right now, they do not feel that way. So we just want to play it safe right now and just let you develop your skills a tiny bit more, and then we'll come back to that conversation. Do you got any questions, Will?
No.
So it's up to you. You're not suspended as a medic, so you can still go back on patrol and do your thing. If you want to take some time off duty, you can. It's up to you. In that meantime, you are dismissed. You can go back on patrol.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna end.